Okay, so I have been making these videos for this tenacious golf tour. First tournament of the season. I've been making these they've been streamed, but they haven't been made public until after the video is over because I'm trying to kind of keep focused, and I like to be able to interact during the videos, but it can be a little difficult to do that so at times. So what we've got here, if you've seen the other videos, we have 12 golfers here lined up. We've got 5 that have been discerned through different through the methods of History Maker Golf made by play.com, Play. This is your leaderboard going into the final round. As you can see, you've got Kimes, Emmerich, Granbury, Trenchard, and Takai all at 203, which is 13 under par. Then at 11 under par, you've got Stevenson and Juneau. Then at 206, you've got a four-way tie, tied for 8th. So that's actually 10 under par. That's Newcomb, Summers, McAdams, and Washburn. And then you have Dalton Solomon, who is at 9 under par. He'll be the one pulling up the rear. We are playing at Napa Valley Country Club this final round. And what we're going to do first, ahead of time, so we've got the course cards here. Put those off to the side here for a second. So what we're going to have to go from at this point is our primary book. I like to have these out. These are these are helper cheat sheets. This is kind of nice to have. I want to put this somewhere where I can see it, and maybe you guys even can. Might be a little tough to read. Actually, it's going to be out of your shot, but maybe if I turn it just a little. Whoa. What I probably need to do is this. That might be a little better. What we can do is move some of this stuff up here. And then what we're going to end up doing at the end is and also there might be some movement during the game that will help maybe spread this out a little bit so you can see the cards a little bit better as we go. I'm trying to make some room. So what happens here is we play out this final round. If a player gets more than 6 strokes back, we will start going to this chart, which is the out of contention golfers chart. I'm going to put it right up here for myself to see. And what that means is we just do a quick roll of one die based on some of the whole characteristics. So, first off, we need to determine the conditions of the game. So we are playing this in October. And what are we in? We are in Marine West Coast, I would say. It's definitely not Southwest or anything like that. I would say it's Marine West Coast. So if you go to October, which is here, you could get a windy day, or you could get an exemplary condition, which will change some things. So it could be very good conditions, or it could be windy, or it could just be normal. We will roll 2 dice. A 15 means that neither of those conditions is met. We needed either a 12 or a 55 to hit that. So it's just going to be regular play here. Okay. So how can we do this in a way that we're going to be able to show everybody everything? That's kind of tough. I think what I will do is move some of these cheat sheets off to the side here. Put this guy up here. You can see some of this now. Alright, we'll just have to work it that way. So, we've got we don't need this D20 anymore. They don't usually ask you to use a D20 in this game. So, alright, I was using it for some stuff. Let me move all these things up a little bit more. towards the back of this. We do need room towards the end of the round for when someone finishes, they go behind the cards. So by that point, we may have thinned out past a few, behind. We won't have 12 guys here probably, because some guys will fall back, some guys will move up. And as guys ascend the leaderboard and pull away, that can also drive guys back. So you can see here, starting out, we've got Kimes, Emmerich, Granbury, Trenchard, and Takai all leading. But we're going to start with the first group of the day on hole 1, which you can see here is a par 4. It's about a medium difficulty, you'd say, with 3 numbers shown. So what that means is, so the white die is always the one that determines whether or not you're off the course control, which is if it rolls, in this case 3, 4, 5, the course controls, and then you use the black and silver dice in descending order to figure out where you're coming from here on this card. Then the green die usually does a lot of determination. So if you haven't seen that in the past, you will see it here shortly. And we have the decider die that we roll each time. So we're going to start with Heath Sommers is going to be the first to go, and what we're going to do is we're going to use this green. It's going to be tough here. I'm going to have to move this. So you guys, you're just going to have to trust me talking through some of this. It's not going to be easy for me to do these things without some room, because I need to be able to see the cards as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to have, when we get out to this wide, what we're going to do is we're going to make a wide column like this. I was trying to remember back to the way I did it before, and I think what I did was like this. And so these two are fine. But then this guy here we're going to have to move this over a little. And we will do this. And there's going to be one there. You know what we'll do? We'll do it like this. This will help. And like I said, eventually we will get spread out a bit, which will help. Okay, so as you can see here, you've got it's Stevenson and Juneau two back. Juneau two back. So we're going to start with Sommers, and we're going to roll out, and here we go. Hole card number 1, and so it's a 5, and you also have to remember we're going to be using the chips, so chips can add or subtract to somebody's ability to do stuff. So, but anyway, the course will control this one. Man, that's not going to sit right. So the course will control. You have a 5 on the white die, and then a 55, which is in the rough on the first shot. So we've got to go to the Golf Cam rough chart with a first shot par 4, and so first shot par 4, and then you've got a 3. So is Heath Sommers a workman? No, he is not. So he's going to dig out from the rough with a solid iron, and he's going to have an easy second putt for par. So the easy second putt for par, we will roll these two, and the way that the easies and the gimmies work, the easy pars, easy par, easy bogey, easy double bogey, roll 2, and anything other than 6-6 he makes. So if you roll a 6-6, that's bad. For the gimme putts that are par and worse, it's 3 that you roll, and anything but 3 6s makes. Gimme birdie, gimme eagles, the 2 6s means a miss. So, but it's a 2 and a 3, so he will make the easy par, and so Sommers gets a 4 to start. So then we move this little green marker to Newcomb, who's next to play, and see how he fares on the first hole here. Another 5, so it's going to be the course control 16. 16 on the card. That's another rough on the first shot, and a 1 is Newcomb a workman. No, he's not. So it's going to be a wow right here. So the golfer gets a blue chip. Thinking about putting these somewhere else because I'm going to have, I'm going to see if I can put this stuff right here. This makes a little hopper. So Newcomb gets a chip, and you re-roll. We're going to re-roll this white die to decide what he's going to get here. 5, loses steam at the green, but good roll. Moderate putt for birdie. Okay, so a moderate putt for the bird would be a 1 to 2. We're going to re-roll the green die. Does he get it? It's a 5, so no, he doesn't. That means it's going to be an easy putt for par. And as long as it's not 2 6s, which it is, he misses the easy par putt, and now he's got a gimme for bogey. So he's going to 3-putt to start, and that's going to be a 5. So not such a great start there for Alec Newcomb. So, but he did keep his blue chip. But he's going to move down to 4 back, and now it's going to be Solomon. Newcomb still has his chip. So here we go. Solomon on the first hole. And this time he gets a 1, so he will control it. And that is a... I don't know if I rolled this. All right, so it's a 1-5-5 on the par 4, 1-5-5. So is Solomon a bomber? No, he is not. Or a duffer? No, he is neither of those. So then is he a champion? No. So now it's going to be the now chart. So this could dictate some of his up and coming play with the now chart. Or no, it's not the now chart that does that. It's the mood chart. So it's a par 4, a green 5. Is he cold? No, this is his first hole. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot that. Fortunately, I don't think have we hit some. I hope we haven't hit anybody who had some perks or issues. Oh, Newcomb does. Oh. Okay, well, let's finish out this pairing, and then I'll see what I have to do here. He's not cold, so it's going to be a moderate putt for birdie for... So that's, again, a 1 to 2. We'll roll the green die. For Solomon, and it's going to be he's going to have to get an easy par putt, and he makes it. So... For now, I skipped a step, and it's a problem. Maybe a little bit of a problem here. We have to see what. Okay, so here are the tourney day issues. So let's go with Newcomb first because we just did this already, and I got to turn on my fan. It's a little warm in here. So Newcomb, so we have to roll these guys out here. We're going to use the white die right now. So roll and see. Let's see. For each indicated golfer, roll die to determine the general story category. Second die to determine the specific effect on the golfer that results. Okay. So it's a 4 for Newcomb. So that's a clubhouse, and we re-roll, and it's a 5. If par or better on the first hole, sunny, otherwise stormy. So Newcomb is going to be stormy. So now, what I might have done there, and that's an interesting question, what we could have done, although you can't... Yeah, we could have made it a gimme par putt. We could have used that blue chip to do that. So, oh well. Anyway, we have 2 other golfers that we need to do this for. So, who else is it? It's Takai, I think, and Stevenson. So let's go with Stevenson first. It's a 2, so it'll be a sponsor and a 5. He's going to get the lucky quality. Lucky golfers always have at least one blue chip. So Stevenson is going to get a blue chip. If a lucky golfer expends his supply of chips on a hole, he is given a new blue chip at the start of the next hole. If he does not have a cause to spend the chip, though, he doesn't gain an extra one. Golfers with extra control gain control on all white 4 results. Oh, that's, yeah, so that's the lucky golfer. So Stevenson gets lucky, and then Takai, it's going to be internal. These are intangibles. 3. He's also going to get the lucky quality. So you're going to have 2 guys that have blue chips the whole time. So Takai and Stevenson. So we've worked that out. Now we can just keep on moving here. So at least for this season, I don't think I'm going to implement the caddy strategy cards, but it's something that would be interesting to do. But I feel like it's another level of intrigue that makes it difficult. So a par 3 here on the second. And it's going to be, let's see, it's going to be Sommers who still has the honor. And so this is a tough hole. It's going to have a lot of control here, and 3 gets control, and then you have a 15, so it's in the rough off the tee shot. And it's a 1 on the green die, so is he a workman? We already saw that. No, he's not, so it's going to be pin shot. So we re-roll the white die here and see what the pin gives him. It's a 6. Stop. Uh-oh, it's going to be a difficult putt for par for Sommers. This is going to be tough. And he doesn't have a blue chip to use, so he's going to have to just go with it. Difficult putt for par, 1 to 3, and he misses it. Makes a moderate putt for bogey, and he makes that. It's a 1 to 5. So he's going to drop a shot back to 4 behind. And now we're going to have, so all the players in this group are 4 back at 9 under par. And here is Newcomb. So again, hole control 45. He's going to be in the sand off the tee. And the sand, tee shot, and a 2 is he's sandy. Newcomb is not sandy, so it's going to be a moderate putt for par. He missed one of these before. Actually, no, he missed the easy putt for par. This is a moderate. This is tougher, but he is going to make this one. It's a 5. He needed this. Missing it would have been a 6. So he's going to get a 3, and he will remain at 4. And so here is Dalton Solomon. And it's going to be, he's got a chance to take a par on this hole using the attack the green. He could just take the gimme and get a blue chip, and I think he will. So he's going to have a gimme par putt here. Actually, the other thing he would be able to do is see what he'd have a chance to kind of look at his what he gets on this attack the green section, because it's a tee shot. But instead, he's just going to go ahead and roll these dice, and as long as it's not 666s, and it's not, he's going to get a par. And so they're going to all be at 4 back of the leaders, and you're going to have the next group come up here to tee off at number 1. That's going to be Ziggy Juno, long-lost cousin of former hockey player Joey Juno, maybe. I don't know, maybe not. And so here we go. Off the tee. And he will have control of this. It's a 2-3-4. On the par 4, 2-3-4. Is it a direct green? No, it is not. Dynamic player. He is not dynamic, so it'll be the right now chart, and he is not going to be hot or cold because he just started the round. So with a 4 on a par 4, is he hot? No. It's going to be a double difficult putt for birdie. So, seeing that he does not have a blue chip at the moment, he's going to have a double difficult putt for birdie. He's going to roll a die and the decider, and he needs it to be a 1, and it needs to have a dot. He got the dot, but he didn't get the 1, so that means it's going to be a difficult putt for par, and what he probably should have done was lagged it so he'd have a little bit better. So 1 to 3 chance. He misses that, so now it's going to be a moderate putt for bogey, and he makes that, but it's going to be a tough start for Juno. Yeah, it's going to be McAdams. So you got 2 here at 3 back, and it's going to be McAdams and Washburn. So it's going to be golfer control again. 1-2-2. Is McAdams a duffer? No, he isn't. Is he a hacker? No, he isn't. So he's going to have a moderate putt for birdie, which is a 1-2. He's going to give it a run, and he doesn't make it. So moderate putt for birdie means easy putt for par, and he makes. So that will bring up Washburn. And it's going to be hole controlled this time, and a 16 means in the rough off the tee, and a 5, is he a master? No, he is not. It's going to be a difficult putt for par for Washburn. 1 to 3, and he misses it. So now it's a moderate putt for bogey, and he'll make that. So let's see. So Juno moves back to 3 behind. McAdams holds. Washburn is going to move back to 4 behind. So, already had some changes on the leaderboard. Tough opening stretch here at Napa Valley. It's going to be Sommers. Let's see. No, it's going to be, let's see. It's going to be Solomon who gets to start on hole number 3. Another tough hole. Of course, going to control most of them, and it's going to be a 56. Well, that's going to be course golf cam, which could be a good thing. But it's a 6, which doesn't always lead to much good. So is it a daunting hole? No. So 2 great shots, chance to convert a clutch putt for birdie. So he is not clutch. But at this point, he is going to use his blue chip, and that's going to make him, it takes him from being normal, which is a 1 to 3, it takes him up to gold, which is 1 to 5. And he makes, which will get him another blue chip. And so that is going to give him a birdie. So that's Solomon on the par 4. It gets him to 1 under par, and he will move 3 shots back. Into a tie with McAdams and Juno. Okay, so now you got Newcomb, who also has a blue chip. He is going to go ahead and let's see, it's going to be 23, which is in the rough with his second shot, so he's going to have to scramble here out of the rough. And it's a 2, so the second shot, is he mastered? No, he's not. It's going to be a moderate putt for par. So it's a 1 to 5. At this point, he's going to take his chances, hoping that he can get it. Yes, he does. He doesn't want to have to use. He wants to hold on that blue chip where maybe he can earn a birdie out of it. And it's Sommers, not Washburn. Here at the par 4 third. So he gets a 6. He could use some patience, or he could try attacking this green. 4 shots back. He's going to try attacking the green here. So you re-roll the white die for this, and it gets a 4. Golfer check. Is he a master? Nope. Workman? Nope. Otherwise, it's going to be a difficult putt for birdie for him. Passes up on a blue chip to get a difficult putt for birdie. So that's a 1. And he does not have... So let's see, a difficult putt for birdie. That means he would have a gimme for par if he lags. He's going to lag here and take his par. Go a little bit soft there to try and ensure that you don't lose any more strokes. So it's going to be Trent McAdams parred the first. Now on the daunting and challenging, daunting number 2, semi-daunting with a semi-challenging green, and it's McAdams, course controlled 14 in the rough off the tee. So he'll be scrambling. And a 4. Is he Workman? No, he's not. So it's going to be a moderate putt for par. That is a 1 to 5. And he makes it. 2 pars for McAdams to start. So it'll be, let's see, Juneau. And it's going to be a 34. And he's going to get one off of the course cam, which could, it's usually better than out of the golf cams for the hazards. So a 2 on the par 3. Is it a cordial hole? No, but it is daunting. Yes, it's going to be a clutch putt for bogey. Ooh, boy. Semi-daunting, but it has a dot. So a clutch putt for bogey for Juneau. He's semi-rust, which means he needs a 1 to 2, right? Let me see. Rust is 1. Semi-rust is 1 to 2. And he doesn't have any blue chips to deal with to try and help himself out. So, and he misses it. So now he gets an easy putt for double bogey. And boy, he almost missed that one. But he did make it. So that's going to be another 5 for Juneau. And he's going to drop 2 shots on that hole. So he drops down to 8 under, which is 5 back of the leaders. And he gets a red chip for missing the clutch putt. So a rough start for the back marker trying to earn himself a decent paycheck here. It's going to be Newt Washburn. He's going to get it's a rough time to roll a 1 because it's not going to help you here on this tough hole. 25. Going to be off the course cam. Now, this last time, it really hurt them. So, and the dot is showing again. So this is a daunting hole. So it's not cordial. It is daunting. So it's going to be a clutch putt for bogey for Washburn. So this is a big time problem. He is normal and he doesn't have a blue chip, so he's going to have to get a 1 to 3 in order to earn a blue chip and just get his bogey. And he misses it. Another red chip earned. And now he's going to have the easy bogey putt, which he makes it. Or easy double bogey. And so this daunting hole is claimed, guys, already. He's going to go 6 back. So we haven't even gotten to the leaders yet. They haven't even teed off. So, okay. So first to lead off here is going to be Takai. He's always going to have this blue chip. So on the first hole, he's going to go ahead and let it ride and see how it works. So that's a 2, so he'll have control. 2, 3, 5. On the par 4, a 2, 3, 5. Is he a legend or he is a shaper? So it's well placed. He's going to get another blue chip out of that, as it's going to be a gallery cheers. So Takai with a nice start to the hole. With a 2, is he a champion? No, he's not. So it's going to be a moderate putt for birdie. That'd be 1-2. He is going to use a blue chip to try and get to an easy birdie putt and see if he can make it and take the lead all alone. So the easy birdie putt's a 1-4, and he makes it. Takai moves into the lead, and this is where it kind of gets a little antsy when you're playing this game, when you've got a bunch of guys working together, because Takai takes the lead. Now all these guys move one back, and now you got to move them all and kind of stack them up in a way that still makes sense. So, and Takai still has a blue chip. He's always going to have a blue chip when he starts each hole. So, okay. So, oh, and guess what? Washburn moves out. Juneau moves to 6. Sommers, Newcomb move 5. McAdams and Solomon move 4, and Stevenson moves 3 back. So that means that Washburn is going to move off the page, and he is going to be basically done. We're going to be using the out of contention rolls to finish out his round. So okay, we've got now Trenchard. So it's going to be hold controlled. 15 is going to be course cam. And so with a 5 on this par 4, is it a daunting hole or a scatter golfer? It's neither of those. So he's going to have a clutch putt for birdie. He is a 1-3 guy, and he makes it. So 2 birdies from the lead group and Trenchard, or the second back group. But they're going to take the lead as Trenchard and Takai. And Trenchard will earn a blue chip by making the clutch putt. So now you've got Stevenson, who also has a blue chip for this entire round. He's got some luck about him. So it's going to be hole controlled 26. Course cam with a 3. Is it going to be, is it cordial? No, it's not. Daunting? No. So it's going to be a clutch putt for par for Stevenson. And he's going to use his chip because he's going to get one back to make it 1-5 because he's normal. So if he's going to make it for par. So he will get this blue chip back after that, but he's going to remain 3 back of the 2 leaders. Okay, so we are through the first 3 groups. It's tough to see it here on the cards. We're going to move to hole 4 for the first group that we're following. So that's going to be Sommers, Newcomb, and Solomon. Washburn and Juneau both had double bogeys, so we're going to put Newt Washburn over there. We're going to take back this red chip. He's going to be followed with the out of contention rolls. So Sommers will be first. He's 5 back. Another semi-daunting, semi-challenging hole here. So you've got a 6, so he's got a chance to take the par, and he's going to. So it's going to be a gimme par putt, and he makes it. And he will get a blue chip out of it. Newcomb needs to start using chips left and right here because he's going to get one every hole. Wait, why did I do Sommers first? I should have done Solomon. That's okay. Solomon is going to have control of this hole, and he's got a 3-5-6 to work with on the par 4. 3-5-6. Is he scatter or puny? No, he is neither of those. Is he a champion? No. So he's on the green. He's on the green cam. So it's going to be a 6 on a par 4. Is it friendly or laser golfer? He is semi-laser, but he does not have the dot, so he's not a laser this time. It's going to be a clutch putt for par for Solomon, who's 1-3. He's going to use his chip here to make it 1-5. And he does make it for par. So just trying to hang in here, see if somebody comes back to them. So it's now Newcomb. Let's see. Newcomb is going to play. He's going to take control of the hole with his blue chip. It's going to be 2, 3, 5 on the par 4. Is he a legend? He's semi-legend, but does not have the dot. He is not a shaper either. So is he a champion? Yes, he is with the irons. It's going to roll near the pin. I don't know what the... Oh, is it firm green? No, it's not firm. Near the pin, easy putt for birdie. So he's going to have a chance here for a 1-4 Newcomb to get one back. And he makes it. And I've been doing these wrong, so pardon me as I fix this. Squares are bogeys, circles are birdies, so okay, so that is a birdie, that's a birdie. These are both double this is bogey. This is bogey. And these are doubles, so these... Okay, so Newcomb is going to move up back to 4 behind. And we're going to go back to hole 3 to see what's going to happen here with McAdams, who will be first to tee off here on the 3rd, a tough par 4. And hole control of 46 is going to be in the rough on his tee shot. And a 5, so is he master? He's semi-master with a dot, so yes, he is. Beautiful shot from the rough, tumbles on the edge of the green, missed the birdie putt, but an easy putt for par. So he'll take that and hopefully escape with his par, which he gets. And now it's going to be, let's see, well, it'll be Juno, who's still on the fringe of contention here. He's going to give control to the course here, so he figures he might as well get rid of that red one while he can. 44 means it's going to be in the rough with his 2nd, and then a 3. Is he a workman? No, he is not. So it's going to be a gimme putt for par. So he should stave it off unless someone gets a birdie in that lead group, or the group of 2 that leads, and he will par this. And then Washburn, with this being a moderate hole, we just roll the white die here. If I don't know, you can't see it up here, but this is what it is if you want to stop to get a peek on it. But it's a normal hole, so we just roll 1. It's a 1, so that will be a birdie for Washburn, but we aren't going to bring him back into contention, even though I'll tell you, sometimes it feels like these guys fare better when they're out of contention. All right, so back to the 2nd, the par 3. And Takai will be the first to play. And he is going to take control using his blue chip. Also, let me see, Newcomb gets a chip as well. I almost forgot to give him that, but because he used his. So he's going to have control of this hole, Takai is, and it's a 3-6-6 on the par 3. Is he dynamic? No. It's going to be the now factor. And he is he's semi-hot. But he doesn't, so he's not hot right now. And it's a 6, so he's not hot. So it's going to be a difficult putt for par for Takai. And now he wishes he still had that, what did I say it was, difficult putt for par? Yes. That is a 1 to 3 chance, and he's going to take it, and he's going to make it. So, good break for him. It'll be Trenchard next. Trenchard's just going to go ahead and let things play out. The way they're going to play out, it's going to be hole control 26. It's going to be the course results. And a 2 on a par 3. Is it cordial? No. Is it daunting? No, there's no dot. So it's going to be an easy putt for par. Let's roll 2 and make sure they're not 6s, and they're not. So Trenchard will remain in the lead. And it's going to bring up Stevenson, who is 3 back. Man, it is really warm down in this part of the house. And he's going to have a chance to earn another blue chip if he wants. Although what he can do, he's allowed to look at this green die. It's a 3, so it's just off the green. And so what is he? Is he soft or stone? Well, he's neither. It'd be a difficult putt for birdie. What he could do is make it a moderate putt for birdie, but it goes from a 1 to a 1 to 2. He is going to play it safe, and he'll get the gimme putt for par. He will earn a second blue chip, and he will have that to use for later. So not too much movement here lately, and it's going to be finally our lead group is going to get started here on the course. So we've gone almost 45 minutes, and we're just now getting the lead guys off. It'll be Kimes, who's now 1 back, and it'll be 3-5-5 for him on the par 4. Is he a king? He's semi-king with a dot, so yes, he is. It's going to be a gallery cheers. He will earn a blue chip. And it's a 5, so is he a hacker? No, he's not a hacker. So it's going to be a moderate putt for birdie for Kimes. Moderate putt for birdie's 1 to 2. He is going to take that chance to see if he can get a birdie without burning that blue chip. And he gets a 1. That is a birdie. And he is going to move up into that lead group. Oh yes, and Takai will get a chip back there. Okay, so now it is going to be Dustin Emmerich. Course will control at a 16 is in the rough, and then 4 on the par 4. Is he Workman? No, he is not. So that's going to be a moderate second putt for par. That's a 1 to 5. He'll take it, and he will make it. Stay 1 behind, and it's now Gil Granbury. And he will control that with a 1-4-5. Is he duffer or gilded? No, he is neither. Takes a crazy bounce and it's going to miss the green. So go to the short game side of things, and we go with the green die, which is a 1. Is he soft? He is soft. Lofted on the target, great roll, chipped in for birdie. He is going to, let me make sure that was the normal short game. Yes, it is. So a birdie for Granbury, and he is going to move into that lead group at 14 under. So good start for some of the leaders. The guy with the best tournament rating, Emmerich, is going to be 1 stroke back, and we're going to go to hole number 5. Probably try to break this into hour segments, so we'll get maybe through another 2 holes, maybe 3. Wait, hole 5, or not hole 4. It's par 5. Going to be semi-direct, so we could see some eagles here. And the lead guy is going to be Alec Newcomb. And it's going to be a 6. So he has a chance to attack the green if he chooses, or he could let me see. Or he could play it safe and let it roll here. He's going to play it safe. We'll give him the gimme putt for par. Probably not such a great thing on, but he will get another blue chip. It's a birdie. Should be a birdie hole, but when you roll that 6, it means it's not such a great tee shot. So it's going to be Solomon next, who's also at are they at 10 under par, I think. So a 5 is going to be hole controlled, and a 12 means it's in the rough with his 3rd shot. So not the way it wanted, not the way that Solomon wanted it to go. 3rd shot in the rough, and a 6. Is he a master? No, he's not. Double difficult putt for par, and he doesn't have any blue chips to work with. Well, he's going to lag it to take an easy putt for bogey. So that's the lag, and he's going to get a 6 on this par 5. And he's going to drop back to 9 under par. So, and then you've got Sommers here, who has the blue chip. See if he can. This is not a difficult hole. They're making it look tough. So it's going to be 2-3-3 on the par 5. He has control of it. Is Sommers a king? No, he's not. 2nd shot on the iron sails over the green. So short game. And a 2. Is he stone? No, he is soft. Unhurried, calculated shot headed straight for the pin. So we've got the pin micro chart right here. It's also on another one here. We re-roll the white die. It's a 6. Stop, stop. It's going to be a difficult putt for par. Not exactly what you want. So difficult putt for par is 1-3. You know, he's going to use that blue chip to hang in there. It's going to make it 1-5. So he does make that. Why?
Sorry. I want to do it quick.
Which one? I hit it wrong. That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so we are through. The first group gets through 5, and they are not lighting up this course. The easy hole, they make it look tough. So Washburn will be the first to go. He is not being followed. So this is a semi-daunting. With a 3 means he will par it. We now go to Juneau. No, we go to McAdams. And it's going to be course controlled 15 in the rough on the tee shot with a 2 as the green die. Par 4 tee shot. Is he a master? McAdams is semi-master but does not have it, so no. It's going to be a moderate second putt for par. All he can do is roll it, and he will make the putt. Even par for the round, stays 4 back. It's going to be Juneau now. Hanging around irrelevancy. And it's going to be hole controlled 24 in the sand with his second. And a 4, is he chunky? No, he is not chunky. So it's going to be a moderate putt for par. Again, 1 to 5. He makes it. Everybody pars the 4th in that group. We're going to go back to the 3rd. And it's going to be... I'm going to stand up here. How are we doing for time? We got another 8 minutes. Let's see if we can get through this hole and then maybe wrap it up and come back to it a little later. We'll just cover who's where. So Takai has a blue chip, and he's going to be leading off on this 4th hole. Yeah, he's just going to let things play out here, and he's going to have a chance to get another blue chip, and he will. Gimme putt for par on the hole controlled, or it's not hole controlled, it's he could try to attack the green, but he doesn't want to, so he's going to take a 4. He's going to earn another blue chip, and he's going to have 2 at his disposal. Next up, Trenchard. He'll be in the same boat, and he's going to take that in the lead, not be too... Not get too aggressive on a hole that's... no, it's middle of the road. It's not that daunting, but so now it's going to be Stevenson. So the hole will control for sure, and a 46 means it's going to be in the rough on his first, and then par 4 with a 5. Is he a master? No, he's not. So it's going to be a difficult putt for par. He's going to use a blue chip here. Make it moderate. And he misses the moderate putt for par. Easy putt for bogey, makes it, but that's going to drop him 1. Well, to 4 behind the leaders, so... So Kimes will lead off. He birdied the first, and we got to move to hole 2. So hole control with a 24 means it's on the green. He might have a chance at a birdie here if he's lucky. Let's see, with a 3. Golf cam green and a 3 on the par 3. Challenging green. It's semi-challenging. If you can see here, there's no dots, so it is not challenging otherwise. Clutch putt for birdie. Kimes is semi-rust. Well, he's going to be using that to try and get him. That's going to make him semi-gold. 1 to 4, and he makes it. Back-to-back birdies for Kimes, and he's going to take the lead, and this is where it gets a little bit wacky. Juneau is going to go back here to... He is out of contention now. Everybody basically slides back. And so let's see. So these fellas do also. Emmerich ends up 2 back. Takai will be at 1 back along with Trenchard and Granbury. Of course, Granbury still has to play, but Kimes. And it'll be Granbury this time on the 2nd. Let me get the... So it's a 2. So it'll be hole controlled again. 55. That is in the woods for Granbury. That's could be trouble. So in the trees and a 3 on a par 3. Is he a workman? No, he is not. It's going to be a gimme par putt, which he'll be thrilled to take. And he makes. Stays 1 back, and here is Emmerich. So that's going to be hole controlled 15 in the rough off the tee with a 2. Is he a master? Yes, he is. That's going to be a pin shot. So let's take a look over here at the pin card. We re-roll the white die, and it's a 1. Got to roll the decider die. It's not showing. It's gimme putt for par. Hits it and comes out. So, and he makes the gimme putt for par. Almost gains a stroke. So we are at the 57-minute mark of this video. So this is a point where I feel like we're going to take a short break, cut this one off, load it up, and probably come back for another video here once we get done with that. We'll start with number 6 with the first group and then work our way down, and hopefully we get through maybe into some of the back 9 in the next video. So hopefully you're interested in this. If not, well, hopefully you're interested in it. I guess that's one way to put it. I feel like these are going to be difficult sells per se, as far as, but I'm not really selling it. This is a project I'm doing, and I thought it would be interesting to see how it works out on YouTube. If it doesn't work out so well, we will, I can always take it offline and just kind of do this in my spare time. But all right, thanks a lot. We'll be back for part 2 of the final round of the 2018 Silverado Open. This has been Tenacious Earl. Check back a little later, and part 2 will most likely be available for you then. Until next time, have a great one, and enjoy your tabletop sports. God bless.